It's Sunday, and what do we do every Sunday? It's Kimmy's Kitchen and More. And the challenge is, what's for dinner, y'all? And this is something quick, easy, anyone can join in. Doesn't matter if you do it once in a while or every Sunday. I started joining in with her just a few weeks ago because there's no restrictions on how much money you spend or don't spend, what kind of meal you put together. It's just to go up on Sunday anytime. Those are my favorite kind of challenges to do because it's hard to do everything, and it's hard to do a Pacific time. And it's even hard to make a $5 meal, but it isn't that hard to join in with somebody like Kimmy's Kitchen and More. And what's for dinner, you all? Do you want to know what I did today? I put together 2 meals, pretty budget friendly, super easy, to show you don't have to stay in the kitchen and cook all day. Get something quick, easy, put together, and something. I made a dinner for Sunday to eat, and I made something to eat for the next 3 or 4 days for my lunches, for I don't have to go out and spend money and buy something to eat when I go to work. I can take a little lunch, something different. And I used 1 can of Spam, and I used as a 1 can of Spam 2 meals. Well, even more than 2 meals, really. But anyway, I made several meals out of it, and I still have enough for another meal that we'll share on Wednesday. And the whole idea is how to stretch your dollars the best you can. And you know, Grandma's pretty good at stretching. I love pasta salad, and with pasta salad, you can make it a little different each day. Now, I didn't put the Spam in the pasta salad. I laid it on top in the bowl, for I could use that same pasta salad in a couple of days and put some tuna or something else in it to make it taste different. In fact, I might change the taste every day and put something else in it. So I have other things and little tricks I can do to make something look different in taste without spending a lot of money. So if you want to see how I'm doing that, make sure to turn in to Wednesday $5 meals in the morning, and Wednesday night it's going to be leftover meals, because I'm going to show you how to make something else new from leftovers. And you know, Grandma's really good at doing that. We got to stretch those dollars. That food prices are going up more every single day. Well, here we go. Let's see how quick these recipes go. You're going to see they go fast. I'm going to be making 3 meals out of this Spam. 2 of them I'm going to show you today, and the third one will be on Wednesday. But this is going to be out of 1 can. I'm going to slice it up. There's 11 slices. I'm going to preheat my fry pan and put my Spam in there. I am going to cook it for 5 to 6 minutes on each side until it looks toasted. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to fill up 3 cups of water and start heating it up for the rice. And I'm going to put 1.5 cups of rice once the water gets boiling. So here is my Spam all toasted, and I'm going to toast each side looking like this. Now you can cook it more or less however you want to do it. As that is cooking, my water is getting ready and boiling for the rice. So as this is getting done, I'm going to put in 3 cups of water 1.5 cups of rice, and it's going to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I will be covering it while it's cooking. I went looking for some soy sauce and some chili sauce that are leftover packets from a previous trip to a fast food place. So I didn't even have to buy these items. I already had them in a drawer. You know, it never hurts to use things we already have that we picked up when we've been out eating out. And it does save us a little money here and there, and it always has something yummy to make. Now my rice is done, and I'm going to pour my soy sauce in it. And as you can see, I made 2 bowls of it, and I also cooked up some mixed vegetables to put in it too. And I put a little bit of Spam on top of that. So it was pretty tasty and pretty good. Now you could add more seasonings if you want. I add a little bit of the red chili to give a little more flavor, as you can see. It turned out pretty good. This is my second meal that I'm going to put together today. We're going to use some kidney beans, we're going to use baganzo beans, and we're going to use white beans. I'm going to open these 3 cans of beans and I'm going to drain all the liquid off and rinse them off. And it will cut down on the amount of salt that is in this dish, because we're trying to be a little bit more self-conscious of the salt that we use. And I'm going to use a half a can of elbow macaroni, and I got it for $1.50. So the cost of that macaroni is for 75 cents, along with those beans that came to $3.25. So we're still getting this dish put in for around $5 or a little bit more. But it's going to be lunch for me for 3 to 4 days at work, so I don't have to eat out. I'm going to use these frozen vegetables, and I cooked it and I used it for the rice dish, and I also used it for the pasta. So this bag, I used about 3/4 of the bag of pasta of these veggies, and I used it for the rice and for my beans and pasta salad. So it's going to be really tasty and full of flavor. And here is my hot water for my macaroni that I'm going to throw in there. And like I said, it's 7 or 8 minutes to cook. Drain the pasta when you're done making it. Throw the beans in with it. As you can see, there's pasta underneath all those beans. And I'm trying to do my best to make sure we have a really wonderful meal and something to eat. I had cooked my vegetables in the same fry pan that my Spam was cooked in, and half of that veggies went to the pasta and half went to the rice. So I technically only used about 3/4 of a bag. So there's enough for another meal in that bag, and it's back in the freezer. And I'm going to stir all this up, and you can put mayonnaise or Miracle Whip or whatever you feel like you want. You can put as much or as little as you want, and you can season it with whatever you want. I usually use lemon pepper, Italian seasonings, and that's what I do. Then I also cut up some fresh spinach and cut it, and also I cut up some tomatoes, so give it a lot more color and flavor. Because, you know, Grandma, I love lots of flavor in all my food. And with that Spam, I threw a little Spam on top too. I didn't put the Spam in the bowl with all the pasta, because I will also, later in the week, I will end up putting some tuna in there so it will taste different. Because if we eat the same thing every day, we get bored with it. So here's the Spam on top with the spinach and the tomatoes. What do you think? Let me know. Please let me know what you thought of these super quick, easy meals, and budget friendly also. And most of the stuff I put together is healthy for you, and it makes it easy when you don't have to spend all day in the kitchen but get something yummy to eat. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought. I'll see you next week.